What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to WWE 2K20, my career mode, continuing the Mixed Match Challenge, and we have Joe lurking in the background. And I am still your reigning, defending WWE Champion, Le Champion, if you will. Get Dream to Red Health. Again, that sounds like shenanigans are afoot. Stunner on the Dream. Welcome to a fine Sunday here on the program. Pixels was Saturday, today's Sunday. I am out of it, it's early, you know how things go here on this show. I'm not feeling all that great today, but I'm still here to make videos. Snap German, baby. You going down, Velveteen. You going down. It is Sunday, though, and there was some stuff from Friday night to discuss, as I didn't have this show on Saturday and didn't get to discuss it. So the 2K Facebook page got hacked, which is hilarious. And they put up like AEW banners and, you know, all kinds of stuff. Some stuff not ad-friendly, not family-friendly, but they put up all kinds of stuff, right? And the response from 2K was within hours. On a Friday night, after business even closed, within hours, you had a response from 2K. The same 2K who was radio silent on the quality of this game for like 2 days. But, oh, their Facebook gets hacked, and they're responding in hours to fix that problem. But 2 days, we were like, hey man, your game's broken. Hey man, fix WWE 2K20 was trending, and they had no response on social media. But within hours, oh, we apologize for the statements being made about AEW and, you know, the other stuff and whatever else. And it's like, bro, priorities. That's where their priorities lie, because they already got your money on that stuff. So, yeah, that was a funny story. I was surprised, being that it was after business hours, that it got resolved as quickly as it did. I was shocked on that bit of business. So, I guess somebody was at least paying attention here. Velveteen Dream. Oh, into the turnbuckle. But yeah, that was that whole story. I was amused. If nothing else, I was amused. Grapple. Scoop slam. Tag it in. Ronda Rousey.
Dream is down, and it appears Trey and Ronda Rousey are going to attempt
some
kind of top rope double team.
What is this Alexa Bliss, Braun Strowman? What? The ribs.
Ronda launches Trey into a somersault senton splash.
I mean,
it looked like Ronda might have tweaked something. Maybe her ankle?
And Trey gets the win
won.
for his team. I think you're right, Saxton. Ronda Rousey is definitely in pain.
How did she get hurt from that? And still, the champ is here. Oh no, Ronda's hurt. Ronda, what did you do?
Okay. No, I can't put weight on it. Ugh, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
This appears to be a very costly victory for Team Rowdy Trey.
Don't call it that.
This is on our WWE champion. He was banged up from the cage match, and that caused the timing to be off when Ronda launched him into that senton splash. So now they're both hurt. I hope it was worth it for Trey.
But I'm still champion. I'm still here. Look at that. I did have to wonder how the game would have handled if both Red and Trey made it into the finals, because then I play them both. So how would that work?
Well, you really blew it this time. Thanks to your screw-up last week, the doctor just said that Ronda has to pull out of the Mixed Match Challenge.
New partner.
Damn it.
But I've got some good news. I already found you a new partner.
Let me guess. You found someone who hasn't competed in WWE in 30 years.
Actually, I found someone who's never competed in WWE at all. Me! I'm stepping down as GM to become an active WWE Superstar.
What?
I've been thinking about making the move to in-ring competitor for a while now, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity, especially with a chance to win money for charity. I just love giving back to the community whenever I can. Anyway, let me know if you want to talk strategy before our match tonight. Oh, and one more thing. I tied up some loose ends before I stepped down as GM. You're going to defend your WWE Championship against Samoa Joe on the special 1500th episode of Smackdown Live in a submission match. Later, partner.
All right. Episode 1500. Do the math. What year is that?
I can't believe Brooklyn's a WWE superstar now.
I can't believe I have to be her partner.
It's good she no longer has any authority, but it feels like she's even more ingrained in our lives.
At least it's now legal for you to punch her in the face. Again, I have to be her partner.
She's not worse than Kurt Hawkins. The
Hey,
guy hasn't
hey.
won a singles match in over a decade.
At least you got to choose him. I didn't have any say in this.
It wasn't like I had a ton of good options. Look, all that aside, I just have a feeling this isn't going to end well for anyone.
Well, at least I can still make the best of a bad situation and win some money for charity.
Hey, even though I might have the walking decade of defeat as my partner, I still plan on winning the Mixed Match Challenge.
Same here. So I guess we'll just see whose crappy team flounders its way to the top.
Alright, so that cutscene definitely got recorded 3 different times, depending on who you chose, whether it be Kurt Hawkins, Riley Flash, or McIntyre. So at least there's some kind of variety there. But I will say the Walking Decade of Defeat is a pretty good nickname. Now then, what is the next match, and who are my next opponents? Yep, coming to the ring, me and Brooklyn Von Braun coming to the ring, and that's upsetting. Yeah. The American heroes are here. It's true. It's true. Yep. Why do you walk like that? Weird. Alright, sure. When are we going to see Brooklyn versus Ronda? I mean, come on now. That seems like a logical conclusion here at some point, but why not? Yeah, okay, sure. Fine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Alright then. Relax a little bit. Who are our opponents? Because I am not tagging her in. So, who do I get to squash here in this matchup? Oh hey, it's Sami Zayn! Hell yeah! Finally, Sami Zayn is here. To sarcastically dance. Yes, it is the best. Sami Zayn as a heel, sarcastically dancing to his own music is the best thing in the world. His face doesn't look that great, but that is my favorite thing that he did when he was a heel. Was just dancing very just smugly to his own theme song. Was fantastic. More of that, please, Sami Zayn. And yes, I do enjoy him doing the same thing for Owens and for Nakamura, but it's not the same. You had to have that Sami Zayn theme. It's just so good. Anyhow, who is Sami Zayn's tag team partner? I would imagine another heel, because he's a heel here, so that'd make sense. But we'll see. And it's going to be Ember Moon, which is a face. So, alright, sure. Why not? The War Goddess is here, and hey, I don't know. This far into the future, Ember could be a heel. I don't know, man. I can't see into the future. You never know. Anyway, elsewhere in your news segment. Yep. The word going around is that Oni Lorcan has requested his release. So, that one, I don't know, man. Again, it's apparently done the right way, supposedly, and not through social media, which is the wrong way to announce you want your release. Like, you do it through the proper channels and try to get it done that way. And immediately, now I gotta play as Brooklyn Von Braun. I don't want to, but here we are. Supposedly, they're gonna be actually doing more releases now. Like, anybody who they feel can't help AEW or any other major competitor, they're gonna say, yeah, alright, go, have fun. But really, how do you predict that? Like, just because WWE thinks you're mid-card at best, or NXT at best, how do you judge if they can actually help your opponents, right? Because just having name branding, just having name recognition, like, alright, anyone who's been on main roster on TV at a high level, I would imagine they wouldn't want to release, like, a Randy Orton, as such. Nice! Right into the face of Sami Zayn. But otherwise, you can't predict who's going to end up being big, especially if they're young, especially if they're talented. You really can't predict who could change the industry. Nobody would have thought Steve Austin would have changed the industry when WCW fired him, right? No one would have thought that. You don't know who could possibly change things by going to a different company. So that's a weird distinction that they're going to be making, supposedly, on their releases. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. So that's kind of what's going on with that. And Sami Zayn, man, again, one of the best wrestlers in the world, is certainly giving me a run for my money. Mr. Zayn. Anyhow, so Smackdown was Friday, and I haven't talked Smackdown yet, so let's talk Smackdown for a little bit. Oh, Baron Corbin, Roman Reigns, what are you doing? A guy in a dog costume, what are you doing? The big dog with the big dog theme song, and what are you doing? This is terrible, and I'm not going to put the blame on Baron Corbin here, right? He's doing what he's being written to do. He's doing what he's been given to do, right? So you can't put all the blame on Baron Corbin for coming out there with a guy in a dog costume. Look, I liked Swagger Soaring Eagle, okay? That was hilarious to me. So I am not against having a dude in a costume as part of your whole thing, right? But man, it was bad. I can't kind of... Okay, apparently Brooklyn Von Braun does not have a top turnbuckle thing because I can't climb the freaking turnbuckle. You stupid video game. I don't know if that's a thing or it's just broken. I can't tell. I can't tell anymore with this stupid game. But Brooklyn has a signature. Not that it matters because I have to get Sami Zayn to Red Health. So I'm wasting time here fighting Ember Moon. But yeah, you had the big dog, which is a guy in a suit. Sure, fine, whatever. And then obviously you had Rude and you had Dolph Ziggler, right? And that led to a match with Ali and Shorty G versus Rude and Ziggler. And that was 4 spots on that Team for Survivor Series. And Ali and Shorty G retained their spots for that show. But, I will say, history is important, right? I think continuity is important, or at least acknowledging continuity is important, right? And the fact that you had Chad Gable in the ring with Robert Roode, and you made zero mention, absolutely zero mention, that they were Raw Tag Team Champions not that long ago. Just didn't even mention it. And it's not a hard thing to acknowledge and help get things over. It's not a hard thing to even get into. So why they wouldn't even mention it is beyond me.
Wait a second, it appears Brooklyn wants Trey to attempt
Why?
double team maneuver that injured Ronda Rousey.
Is she trying to prove she can do it
Yes.
better?
I don't know, but it looks like Trey's not quite sure about this after what happened to Ronda.
Perfect execution by the American heroes.
Where's Ember Moon?
An impressive win for the new team of Trey and Brooklyn Von Braun.
I'm still not sure what to think about these two teaming. It's very strange.
It looks like Trey's still trying to get used to it as well.
I told you guys 100 times, Brooklyn's a professional. She likes winning much more than she dislikes Trey.
Why would Ember just stand there on the...
Trey's best friend Red for their mixed match challenge match.
Why would Ember just stand on the apron and watch it happen? I don't...
Hey, good luck.
Well, that was awkward.
You don't want to read too much into anything, but it certainly looked like Red just ignored Trey altogether.
Well, it's obvious Red is upset about Trey teaming with Brooklyn, but she'd better get over it fast or it's going to end up costing her team this match.
Okay. All you had to do on commentary was have Cole mention that they used to be former Raw Tag Team Champions, and then have Graves be like, yeah, but Rude got away from Chad Gable. He was holding him back. That's all you have to do. Just a simple 2 lines of dialogue on commentary. Alright. Ruby Riott, Aleister Black is a good tag team. That's awesome. I would definitely watch that stuff. Definitely. That is a well-picked tag team video game. So, thumbs up on making that choice. Anyhow. Elsewhere on the SmackDown, we have Bray Wyatt doing a magic trick in the Firefly funhouse. That's right. German. Bray Wyatt in the Firefly funhouse doing a magic trick with your Universal Championship, and it is no longer red, it is now blue, which had been the rumor a while back for SmackDown having a blue belt. And this one I'm not mad about. Had they made the WWE Champion with that lineage a blue belt, I would have been annoyed. Having them make the Universal title that has, like, almost no lineage, that was made as a red belt into a blue belt, sure. Do whatever you want. It went from strawberry to blueberry. You know, like, it's not a big deal, right? For me, anyway. Like, because I care about the lineage of your title and the history of your title, and that title he has does not have that much history. So, it's fine. Do whatever. Whatever. As long as your main WWE title stays the way it is, you know, with obviously minor redesigns over the years, but keep that the way it is, on a black strap, as it should be, fine. I have no issues there. Anyway, moving on. You had Braun Strowman beating up Gulak and the B-Team for reasons. Like, what's Braun's next feud here? Because it's not this, I would imagine. In comes Kurt Hawkins versus Aleister Black. That's a mismatch, to be sure. Aleister, I did not pick a fight with you. I can assure you, Kurt Hawkins would not pick a fight with you. Nah, nope. Sorry, Aleister. Tag back in Ruby, and here we go. It's riot time. Anyhow, the New Day defended against the Revival. There's no more clause for a rematch, but they still had that defense a week later because, you know, TV time to fill, but the match didn't end because Undisputed Era attacked both teams. Knee to face. Get up, and get yourself locks down. That's right. Now then, I have to go ahead. Hey, Aleister Black! Boom! And then pin the Ruby. 1, a 2, a 3. Wow. Didn't even need a finisher for that one. Just flattened him. And the NXT run-ins continued next segment when you had Bayley fighting Nikki Cross, and then here comes Baszler, and here comes the other team members, Rhea Ripley, Mia Yim, etc., right? And that turned into a 4 versus 4 with SmackDown versus NXT, and good God.
After a couple more wins for both our teams, Trey and I would be in a position we'd never been in before. Standing across the ring from each other as opponents in the finals of the Mixed Match Challenge.
Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Yeah, you too.
Do you mean that? Because it seems like you can't bring yourself to say the actual words.
I can totally say it, but now that you told me to, it won't mean as much.
Come on, just say it. Good luck.
Hey, look. It's your partner.
How convenient.
You're talking to the opposition before our match? You do realize I could give them a competitive advantage.
My team doesn't need an advantage to beat someone who's had less than 5 matches.
I'm pretty sure I had less than 5 matches when I was tapping you out in high school, and tonight will be exactly the same. Except this time, a whole lot more people will see me embarrass you. Come on, we need to discuss what we're going to do with our prize money after we win. I was thinking we donate it to victims of identity heft. It's when people identify as skinny, but they're actually really fat. I think Red might have it.
Did she have red, white, and blue eyeliner? Is that her thing? That's... Oh, I get to choose here. Play it as Trey's team or play it as Red's team. Well, look, man. Any opportunity to punch Brooklyn in the face, I'm going to take that opportunity. Because clearly, Red is the talented one here of this duo, and they've made me into a schmuck. So, whatever. But as I was saying, that 4v4, I really, really want to see Rhea Ripley and Sasha Banks one-on-one. Good God, that needs to happen. Also, the fact that you had Mia Yim in the ring so soon after that insane ladder match with Io Shirai on NXT, end of days, is nuts. Absolutely nuts. But hey, If she can do it, more props to her, right? You could have easily had somebody else in there as your NXT invading 4, right? But it is what it is, right? Anyhow, main event segment was Miz TV, which featured Daniel Bryan. That's so satisfying to kick her in the face. It really is. Miz TV, Daniel Bryan, and Bray Wyatt. And I spoke earlier on continuity, right? And I am thankful that at least they have the continuity that Daniel Bryan and The Miz should never like each other, should never agree on anything. And thankfully, even with Bryan being kind of halfway between a heel and a face right now, and Miz is a face right now, they still hate each other. They should always, forever, hate each other. That is just how things should go. And thankfully, they did that. Now, I would imagine both Bryan and Miz have a lot of input there, and they make sure that happens whenever they're in the same place together, right? But that brought in the Bray Wyatt in the funhouse type deal, and then he basically said, hey, play with me. And Bryan's like, no, I want to fight you for that title. And that's what we're going to have here at Survivor Series, The Fiend versus Daniel Bryan. And again, continuity, history there. History of Bray Wyatt making Bryan, brainwashing him into the Wyatt family. And so you have that video footage as part of that video package going into that match, right? You have that long-standing history as that whole thing, and then when Bryan broke the chains and that amazing thing where he had a concussion and was on top of the cage doing the yes, and the crowd was going nuts. When he regained his freedom, like, you have all that to play upon for that match. That's in, 2 weeks. So, there's that. Now, here's the question, though. Daniel Bryan, legitimately, one of the most talented wrestlers in the world. Can he make a Fiend match good? Because so far, the last 2 Fiend matches with Seth Rollins have been terrible. Just not fun matches to watch. And just and that's not even just the red lights. The match themselves have not been great. And here you go. I've waited so long to put the locks down. And then you get the red alert off the bat. Didn't even make you take the L. Hit the red alert. Gonna hit myself. Oh no, I bumped the ref. Well, that's a problem. I didn't mean to bump the ref. Come on, ref. Get up. Count it. 1, 2. That was not enough. If we're gonna get serious, we gonna get serious. Miss Von Braun, who has had almost 0 offense this whole match, which is fine by me. I get to showcase all of my amazing maneuvers here, because it is New Move Sunday, and we're just hucking you all across this ring. Boom! It's good times, man. It's good times. Oh, what's that? Does Leona need to fly? No? I guess not. We'll hold it in here. But you ain't tagging out, that's for sure. It's not going to be Attack Slug versus Kurt Hawkins. That ain't happening. Boom! Oh, missed it. Bulldog! Brooklyn fighting back. But I still have reversals. No! Alright. Fine. If you think Kurt Hawkins is fighting Attack Slug with my moves, that's incredibly not cool. Hawkins fighting back. Not happening, Slug. Not happening. Tagging it right back out. I am not fighting myself. I'm sorry. Get back in the ring. And once again, it's time to get locks down. Then hit myself. And then pin you. That's the plan. Boom. Turn to Attack Slug. Hey, Slug. And now... It's not even clean. Ah. Locks down. What am I going to do here? What more is it going to take to put away Brooklyn Von Braun? What more do I have to do? What more do I have to do to Brooklyn Von Braun? Okay, Brooklyn, get back in the ring and deal with the wrath of Red. That's all there is to it here. Leona gonna getcha. Take the L. Hit. Well, that's sure. What was that? What in the hell was that? You know what? That's fine. Because now it's time for Red Alert. That was 2 finishers in a row. And as long as I can get Slug off the apron here, like that, then we're good. Now, what possible kick out could you have from that? That was 2 finishers.
Are your mixed match challenge winners?
Hawkins still hasn't won a singles match in 10 years, but maybe this will give him the momentum he needs to change that. Who am I kidding? He's going to go right back to his losing ways.
I just hope that now that this is over, there won't be any hard feelings between Red and Trey. They've been through too much together to let something like this get between them.
Yeah! We did it! Hawkins won a thing! Hooray! And shockingly, Joe didn't show up at all. So, alright.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What's up with you riding with her?
Relax. I offered him a ride since we're both going to the gym.
Look, I know we usually ride together, but I wanted to get some extra training in since Samoa Joe basically wants to strangle me to death with his crazy cyborg arm at Smackdown 1500.
I'd be happy to help you work on your submissions. It's really the only way you're going to survive the coquina clutch. I mean, that little reversal trick you taught him might have worked in their first match, but let's face it, he needs some real training. After all, my MMA record was 24-2. The 2 losses were DQs for eye gouging, so really, I was undefeated.
You training me is a great idea. It could help me survive Samoa Joe. Who knows, maybe even beat him.
Good. We'll get started right away. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to congratulate you on winning the Mixed Match Challenge. It actually inspired me.
To what? Quit?
No. Your donation of the $500,000 to that animal shelter in our hometown got me thinking. What can Brooklyn do to help? So I decided to donate $1 million of my own personal money to the shelter.
Wow, that's amazing.
We're not
They're
friends!
naming an entire wing after me. Did you get a wing?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I guess $500K isn't really wing money. But hey, I have the director's info. I'll see if they can at least name something after you. Maybe a maintenance closet or a bathroom stall. I'll let you know when we can get started on that training, partner.
No.
So what, are you friends with her now?
No, it's not like that.
Well, it seems like that. I mean, first you're riding with her, and now you're training with her? Did you forget this is the same person who tormented us for 20 years?
I got to ride with her one time. And besides, she's changed, okay? I mean, she just donated $1 million of her own money to an animal shelter. Bad people don't do that.
It's good PR.
How naive are you? She's obviously lying about the donation to try and get under my skin. There's no way she would ever actually do something good like that. She's always been fake, and this is no different.
Can't assume any of that.
I'm not assuming she's a terrible person. I know that. And I thought you did too.
Come on.
Come on. Too stupid. Really?
That mural's kind of freaking me out. It feels like you're watching me from every angle.
I am. But focus here. So when Samoa Joe gets you in the coquina clutch this time...
How do you know he'll get me in it?
It's a submission match, which means he'll be going for it early and often, so you have to be prepared. And what I was going to say before you interrupted me...
Sorry, won't happen again.
What I was going to say is your little trick you used against him 10 years ago when you rolled backwards to get the win isn't going to work this time. He'll be ready. And even if you pulled it off, it won't do any good because this is a submission
Rivalry match. Rivalry submission match.
Right. So I'm Samoa Joe, and I'm going to put you in the coquina clutch. Try to escape.
That... What?
Oh, I tap.
That was pathetic.
I know. How am I ever gonna beat Samoa Joe? I mean, once she cinches in that arm around my neck, it's all over. Goodbye, WWE Championship. Goodbye, Trachea. Goodbye, Earth. Hello, big ring in the sky. hopefully.
Okay, stop. You're spiraling. It's not about his arm. It's about his legs.
Huh?
I studied hours of footage of Samoa Joe locking in the coquina clutch. You're welcome. And I discovered a hidden flaw that's going to allow you to counter it and beat him. Give me your phone. Voice password?
Trey and Peyton Royce forever?
Voice recognition volume too
Hilarious.
low. Please try again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever. It's a joke. Please don't tell her.
Sean Spears is gonna whoop your...
Anyway, like I said, I watched a lot of tape on Samoa Joe, and I discovered this. Watch his ankles. See how he crosses them? He does it every time. That's your opening to beat him.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Let me show you. Put me in the coquina clutch and make sure you cross your ankles like Joe does.
Mm-hmm. Fall back. Do the thing.
Ah! Oh! Ah! What the heck was that?
The secret to not getting the life choked out of you and walking away with your WWE Championship.
Wow, this is weird to say with all our history, but I don't know what I'd be doing right now without your help.
I guess I've been in a charitable mood lately.
Well, seriously, thanks for teaching me this. So, I guess we're good to go now?
Are you kidding? You haven't actually learned how to do the counter yet. On your back. We're going to start with a hip motion. I'll film on your phone so you can watch it back later. It locked again.
Trey and Peyton Royce forever!
Sean Spears is gonna whoop you with that chair, boy. You better watch yourself. Oh my god, cutscenes!
Hey, what are you doing?
Studying my training footage. I think I actually have a chance tonight thanks to Brooklyn.
Yeah, about her.
I don't want to get into it again. I need to focus on my match.
I actually wanted to apologize. I might have been acting a little crazy lately.
A little?
Okay, slightly more than a little. I called the animal shelter that Brooklyn said she donated the money to, and turns out she wasn't lying.
See? I told you she's changed.
I think I just got caught up with us competing against each other in the mixed match challenge. And then I felt like I was losing my best friend to pretty much the worst person I could imagine. But maybe she's not the worst person after all. There's probably some terrible dictators or criminals on death row who are slightly worse.
That's very big of you to say that. So you should be cool with the fact that Brooklyn is going to be in my corner tonight then, right?
No.
I need her out there to coach me through the technique she taught me.
Your parents are dead.
Totally cool with that. Not bothered at all. Besides, I have a big announcement to focus on.
About what?
Well, I decided to get back to concentrating on the list, and there's one thing on there I always wanted to accomplish, but it never seemed possible. Especially when Brooklyn was GM, no offense to your new BFF. But since this is a very special episode of Smackdown Live, it's the perfect time to make it happen. Good luck tonight. Seriously.
Hey, you finally said it.
And I meant it.
Oh my god! I was sitting here for an hour!
We celebrate 1,500 episodes of Smackdown Live. On nights like this, we look back at the amazing superstars who helped us get here. For me, personally, when I was an awkward teenager, the thought that I could someday do this seemed like a total long shot. But I was inspired by women like Beth Phoenix, the Bellas, Natalia, and Mickie James. Around that time, I created this list of goals I'd someday want to accomplish if I ever made it to WWE. Well, I think I've more than made it. But there's one thing on this list that all those women I mentioned accomplished. But I never have. Because it's kind of impossible now. But if I've learned anything on my journey, it's that nothing is truly unattainable. The goal I'm referring to is winning the title that I grew up watching. The WWE Divas Championship. Like I said, kind of hard to do considering it hasn't existed in almost 15 years. But I'm proposing that WWE bring the Divas Championship back so I can honor the women who blazed a path for me and prove that no dream is ever hopeless or unimaginable.
Wait, what? And you want me to tell her right now?
What?
I'm sorry, but I was just told to inform you that the Divas Championship is already spoken for.
Already spoken for? It hasn't existed in over a decade. How is that even possible?
They said you would hear more in the very near future. That's all I know.
What just happened?
I have no idea, but apparently someone in the back has other plans for the Divas Championship.
How do you have this storyline in a game when you have so few of the divas from that era? Like, that just seems like an oversight to me. What do I know? What I know is my clock here says 55 minutes, and I want to end this video. So if these cutscenes would stop, that'd be nice. Okay, at least the match is starting versus Joe, and I can pause the game and end the video here after a long and grueling Sunday. I started recording at 9 a.m. It is now 10 a.m. So, you know, time and such. Tick-tock goes the clock. Ding, ding, ding. That's going to be tomorrow. I'm Attack Slug. Thanks for watching. More videos. See you next time. And I'm out. Brooklyn says, did you hear the great news? I'm a superstar, just like you, but better. Forgot to tell you, our team name is the American Heroes. Isn't that great? I thought I had Kurt Angle win, so therefore he had the trademark. What happened to that? Ronda's like, yeah, I'm out. Don't blame yourself. I mean, it was my fault, but don't blame yourself. I'll be back. And Joe is coming for his title soon. Thanks, Joe.